Welcome everybody to another episode of Cast Conversations.
Today we're going to be going through and ranking some of the shows in Disney World, kind of like our ride episode.
Should be an interesting one. Disney is known for their shows more so than rides, I feel like.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So we broke them down into park. We have Magic Kingdom, then Hollywood Studios, then a whopping 2 from Epcot, and then Animal Kingdom.
And we know that we don't have like every single one, but we also decided if we both had not seen it, we were gonna go ahead and skip it. That way, because we can't really give an honest opinion about it if we haven't seen it. So
right. So
just do the
there's
ones we
some
seen.
things that are missing out. We also just did this off the top of our head. We just went through and thought about the rides, or the shows. So there might be some we missed out on that way too. But with all of that said, we'll start in the Magic Kingdom. Phil, do you want to start off the list?
Yeah, first one is PhilharMagic.
Oh, and I guess I should say too, we did this on a rating scale of 5. So 1 to 5.
1 being lowest.
1 being the absolute lowest.
Yep.
5 being it's a perfect show. And I don't know his ratings. He didn't know my ratings. So sorry. Go ahead, Phil.
Yep. Starting off with PhilharMagic. What'd you give that one?
I gave it a 2.5.
Oh, we're going halves. I didn't do halves.
Hey, I gave it 2.5.
I said 3.
Okay, so pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I like the scents that are included.
I like the classic Disney characters.
Yeah, where Donald steals the hat.
I think. Well, I saw they just added it to Disneyland.
Oh, really?
So it's now at Disneyland, but I think they are kind of digitally remastering the show, so it's a little more. I guess the animations would be a little better.
Yeah, I mean, it could use it.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we went to Carousel of Progress.
I'm probably a little higher than Jeremy on this.
I was very lenient with it. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's just boring. But I also put into account that like this was Walt's first big thing, and it kind of shaped the way the parks would be. So I give it a 3.
I give it a 4. Yeah. So there's a lot of history to it, especially with Walt Disney himself, since he actually took it to the World's Fair,
right,
and showed it off that way.
And it's a pretty amazing first project.
Right. And I honestly feel like they kind of need to update it, because for the one that what there could be in the future, pretty much everything in it already exists now.
Well, I think that's also like the magic of it too. Like
the fact that
he was so
like,
right.
He was so right about everything. The virtual reality, the appliances that are voice recognized.
Well, the first time I saw it, I didn't even understand. I was like, I don't get this, because it's like, is it supposed to just like be our time now? And then I realized afterwards that no, this was his prediction for what it's going to be. So
exactly,
pretty crazy.
It's fun. It's funny because they make fun of the fact that the things that are voice recognition don't always hear you right, and it's so true with how things work today.
So moving forward, the laugh floor. What did you give it?
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. I gave it a 3.
Really?
Yep.
I give it a 5.
A 5. It's a must-see.
I think it's hilarious because not only do they take recommendations from the audience for jokes to do, they'll like poke fun at the audience too.
Yeah, there's always that guy. So I enjoy it. And I enjoy the fact that the audience gets to be involved a lot. And I do like the fact that you get to send in your own jokes, because it gives everybody a chance to be in the show.
Right.
My joke got picked just this last time we were there.
Oh, nice.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Why did Mickey get hit by the snowball?
Why?
Because Donald ducked.
So moving on to the next question. We have Happily Ever After.
That is a whopping 5.
A 5, yeah. That's just across the board.
That is a must-see, must-do for shows wise.
And
we did include all the nighttime spectaculars in this.
Yeah.
And some people will include like the water rides where you just ride through and look at stuff as a show, but we did not.
It's like I get where they're coming from, but it's not a show.
Yeah, we said that's more of a ride. We didn't count it as a show.
And if you're concerned about the wait times, go watch that episode. So for Happily Ever After, I think it's almost perfect for like a firework Disney show.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do to top it.
It would be...
It's going to be hard.
Yeah, very hard to top it. They'll probably have to wait until they come out with some new technology to be able to top it.
Yep.
So next one is the Move It, Shake It parade.
Yeah, what did you give it?
So I've only seen like very small parts of it. I give it a 1.
Okay. Why is that?
Just because the parts I did see of it, I was like, eh. I mean, it's probably really fun for younger kids, but right now I'm kind of like, I don't need to see it. Because give more of an explanation of what's in the parade.
So it's essentially just, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, carts, 5 or 6 carts that drive out the characters, and they're all on their own.
It's like on birthday presents or presents looking type.
Yeah, right? I think it's for Mickey's 50th, or not 50th, 90th. I think that's why they did it. I'm just not sure, but it's kind of strange in the sense that, like, all of them are just like amping up Mickey the whole time, and they're all just like, "Yeah, Mickey, you're the best. You're the best." And Mickey's like, "Yeah, and like partying, and the whole time they're like, "No, seriously, Mickey, you're awesome." And Mickey's just like, "Yeah, I know," and that's like essentially the whole show. But
yeah,
I gave it a 4 just because.
Oh wow.
I think it's a lot of fun for the kids because they get the kids out and dance. The singers they have are really good. And it's cool to see the characters in this way, and they all have like their own talking lines and stuff. So it's a cool, unique show.
Okay. And then moving on to another parade, at Magic Kingdom, the Festival of Fantasy.
Yes, so I haven't seen it. So Phil.
Okay, I gave it a 3. I think it's a very good parade. And this one, instead of going just through Main Street, it starts back by Splash Mountain and does the normal parade route where it goes all the way from the back from Splash Mountain to the front of Main Street towards the entrance.
Okay.
But, so, I like it because a lot of the characters are down on the ground walking and interacting with guests that are on the sides watching.
Right.
And instead of all being just up on floats. But, I mean, there's a handful that are on floats. But it's very interactive, and I really like the music. I like the Festival of Fantasy song.
I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I've never seen it.
So yeah, I give it a 3.
So then the Tiki Room. I'm guessing Phil's is like a 6.
No, I'm not. I said it's a 3.
Oh, I thought. Well, your dad loves it, right?
My dad loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the reason I gave it a 3 and not higher was just because the mechanics on all the birds, I guess, are a little old.
Yeah, I give it a 1 just because it's so dated. It's so dated, and they haven't done anything to it.
The good thing is the song. I like the song. For those of you who don't know, the Tiki Room is just a bunch of birds singing.
I almost gave it a 0
Fake
for
birds.
the song. Yeah. Then there's a little surprise midway through, but okay. So the Hall of Presidents, I gave a goose egg on that
0.
one.
I said 2.
Gave it a goose egg.
I fall
That's a
asleep
snooze
half the
fest.
time.
Yeah. Hall of Presidents is a 0 wait
It's
time.
fun if you like history and stuff.
But if you
hear
don't,
the whole Gettysburg Address.
yeah, it's a snooze fest.
But yeah,
And that's all I can say about that. Country Bear, Phil.
I said a 4.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be high up there. I gave it a 2.
So every time I go back to the Country Bear Jamboree, I just find it more funny every time.
Oh, why?
Because some of the songs are just hilarious to me. Like, well, there's one that my mom and I we feel like it's a little inappropriate to have at Disney. It's
What is it again?
The bears are like, "Mama, don't whoop old Buford," or whatever.
Oh, right.
And then they say, "We think you should just shoot him instead."
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
So, I don't know. We didn't know. And it's not clear if they're talking about a dog or like an actual little kid. So, I don't know. It seems a little inappropriate. But then like the old bear that just sings about blood.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know what his name is,
Yeah.
but I find it funny.
It's
There was a scare for a little bit that it was going to be going away,
really
but yeah, they were talking about turning it in. There's rumors that it was going to be turned into like a Toy Story show, but
they should do that.
They denounced those rumors, and it's all good. Country Bear Jamboree is staying,
Boo.
so don't worry about that, guys.
Okay, so moving on to Hollywood Studios, Beauty and the Beast. Have you seen that show, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what did you give it?
I gave it a 2.
I haven't seen it, but I hear it when I was working.
Yeah, I don't. The singing and acting is just not that great to me.
Yeah,
But
it was down for a while.
oh,
They were like
really?
reworking it.
Oh,
but,
okay.
It's back up, obviously.
I mean, if you're a big Beauty and the Beast fan, go see it. It'll
if
be
not, I don't
entertaining.
think you're missing anything.
Yeah, if you don't care all that much about Beauty and the Beast, it's probably not worth going to.
So, Jedi training for the kids. What did you give that?
I gave that one a 2 as well.
Ooh, I gave that one a 5.
5.
Because I think that's such a cool experience for the kids to go fight Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. Because it's like, that's something that kids are probably... Well, I know when I was a kid, I wanted to do that. So it's like, you get
I
to
guess
actually
that's
literally
true.
fight them.
I don't like the way they end the fight, though.
What do you mean by
They
using the Force?
use the Force to just push them away. I don't like that.
Well, I mean,
You
they
gotta
can't,
slice them dead.
can't execute them on stage.
You gotta slice them.
It's like,
Slice
all right,
and
kids,
dice.
everyone take your favorite slice. Jimmy, you go first. And then he's like, oh,
Well,
he took the hand. I wanted to.
It's hilarious, the kids who just start swinging.
Yeah, it's cool
Wow.
getting to see the Jedis, like the leaders, use improv skills when things
Yeah,
go
yeah.
wrong. Okay, but then the Star Wars fireworks, I gave a 4, and I think that was being lenient.
I said 2.
Yeah.
I'm not
gonna change my mind.
I'm
and
not
say
a big
3.
fan of the projections on the Chinese theater.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I mean, it works really well with Cinderella's Castle and Magic Kingdom, but it's hard to see.
I
on the
changed my
Chinese
mind. I'm
theater.
giving it a 1.
Wow, dropped it big time.
I don't even know why I gave it a 4. I'd always complain about it. I think the fireworks are I just think they're kind of lame. Like, there's nothing really there. And then the ending is just so anticlimactic.
Yeah, I agree. It's just not that great. I'd rather watch Fantasmic.
Speaking of, what'd you give it?
5.
I gave it a 5 as well. The last minute of that show is just fantastic. It's phantasmic, if you will.
It
You
is.
can laugh if you want, Phil. Thank you.
I like the beginning of it though. I've said that already.
Yeah, yeah. The first 2 minutes and the last minute are probably the best in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I did the backstage tour, which made me appreciate it more. I won't talk about it just 'cause, like, I don't know, like the logistics of being able to talk about that stuff, but it made me appreciate the show like 10 times more.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So it only enhanced the magic because people are like, it'll ruin the magic.
Something that is not on our list that I kind of just thought of, that's also at Hollywood Studios, is
The Cars show?
no, but I haven't seen that,
Oh.
so you can talk about that too if you want. But the little green men that walked in.
Oh,
Toy
the
Story
GAMs, the Green Army Men.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't consider them a show.
Land. I would. I mean, you don't have to like sit somewhere to watch them. It's almost like street performers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I went, I thought they did really good improv with that too, because they do that show very often.
Wait, what show is it?
Where they stop down at the end by the alien saucer
Oh, okay.
and like interact with guests.
With their giant crayons and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So they were interacting, and there was a kid with one of those bubble wands, the bubble maker, near them, and they were shooting the bubbles, and the one Green Army man was just playing with the bubbles, and the sergeant was like, "Private, what are you doing?" He's like, "So there's bubbles," and I thought it was just pretty funny. It was
Yeah,
good.
they're good on their feet.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
I would actually I'd probably give them a 5 for improv. They're good at what they do. They're fun.
give it
They're
a 4.
funny.
Not a must see, but it's entertaining.
You know what? That's right. It's not a must see, so I'll give it a 4 as well.
All
You
right.
swayed me.
All right.
All right. Muppet Vision.
It's a classic, so I said 3,
I give it a 3 as well.
but
It's like funny because it's like, oh, it's the Muppets being the Muppets, but it's like you don't need to go see it.
again, that one's a little outdated as well.
Yeah, but it was the last thing Jim Henson worked on.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that makes it like a little bit more special, but either way, like you said, it is still a little bit outdated. So with the Indiana Jones show now,
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4 as well. I think it's really cool.
Especially if you haven't seen it before.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. But
it's pretty entertaining, and they actually truly show you how they actually do the stunts.
and they bring you on to like be a part of the show as well.
There's a little surprise in the show.
There might
that
be a
we
little
won't
surprise.
but yeah, I think it's pretty entertaining in the sense that there's actually truly a lot of action too in it.
Yeah, it's loud.
I don't like the fact that they try to act like they're actually filming at the time. That's a little
quiet on
cringy,
set.
but yeah, they act like they're actually using it for the movie. But
Which like it's cool because they like kind of show you that
I
side
mean,
as well.
it's Hollywood Studios, so
Yeah.
it's supposed to be film studios and stuff like that.
So a little throwback is we have Lights, Motors, Action on there.
Yep.
I gave it a 5.
Wow,
Yeah, because when I was there, that was like
the big
you
thing.
you had to see that.
I
like,
gave it a 4.
I just feel like it was a must see.
It was really cool. It was very, very entertaining how they did it. It's kind of unfortunate that they took it away. Where was it at?
It was over by the Streets of the World. Is that what it's called? Or Streets of the something, where you could go down like San Francisco and all of that, and it was back there. I think
Okay.
it's now where Galaxy's Edge is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So then we have the Frozen sing along. I actually haven't seen this, but Phil has.
And I just saw it for the first time this past.
For the first time in forever.
For the first time in forever, yes.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. I wasn't. No, that wasn't. But no, I thought it was actually pretty entertaining. They have the royal storytellers or
Yeah.
whatnot to move the show along.
I was gonna audition for that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty funny, and they had to be good at improv as well. I mean, I gave it a 3 just because it's literally just playing every song from
Yeah.
the Frozen movie. So you could basically almost do the same thing.
Oh, it's every song?
Yeah, every
I guess there's
song.
not many.
No,
It's like
there's not.
6.
But also, I guess the thing I don't like about it is that it's literally just showing the song from the movie, like on the screen.
Oh, it's not even anything different.
So the only thing is they have Anna and
Elsa?
Kristoff at the beginning,
Oh, okay.
and Elsa doesn't come in till the end, until like the very end, and she's definitely lip singing. So
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's to be expected.
yeah, I mean, even if it would have been not very good, I still would have appreciated the live singing.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's all right. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break to get a word from our sponsor, and then we'll come back and talk about Epcot and Animal Kingdom. So we'll see you guys soon. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that wonderful reading by yours truly. We're going to go to Epcot and Animal Kingdom now. So, Phil, you want to start us off with... Well, for Epcot, we only have 2 shows that we could think of.
Yeah, and we hadn't... So there are some other ones in the country pavilions, but we didn't really know or couldn't give our good opinion about them off the top of our head.
We have Illuminations and the American Singers. So, do you want to start with the Illuminations?
Yeah, I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 2.
2?
Yeah, because I was like, it's just dated.
Mm-hmm. It's probably good that they're coming in with a new show, because I think it's been there for like 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, and like that adds to the like
Yeah, I guess it was probably the nighttime spectacular. I think it was ever since the year 2000.
Okay.
So when they hit the millennium, that's when the show aired.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, it'd be about 20 years.
I feel like a lot of people like the show. I don't know. It's just like, for me, there's other shows I'd rather see.
Mm-hmm.
But then the American Singers, I gave them a 3.
I gave it a 2.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good. But like, it's just boring.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thanks Epcot. That was fun.
Yeah, Epcot.
All right, so Animal Kingdom.
Which, in a way, Animal Kingdom probably has some of the best shows.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
Based on my ratings, though, I guess not.
Right,
Started off with Tough to Be a Bug. What'd you give it?
I gave it a 1.
Oh, that hurts.
What would you give it? Like
a 4.
4? Yeah, figured.
I like Tough to Be a Bug. I think it's good.
I don't know. It's like, I haven't seen it in a while because I just don't like it. So, I guess I can't give it like a proper rating. But I don't know. I just feel like the animatronics, like you were saying in one of the episodes, the animatronics are kind of old. Yeah. I guess I keep saying things are old, but it's just kind of true. The spiders are dated. The 40s scares me. So, I don't know. For me, it's a 1.
Like being stung.
I don't like being stung, and I don't like bugs being on my butt either. So, what can I say?
So, the new Up Bird Show.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
So, I just saw it. And so, I do like the movie Up, but I feel... So, I had also seen the old Bird Show that this one kind of somewhat replaced, I guess. It was still very similar, but they just added a lot of Up stuff. So, Russell and Doug were the characters from Up in it, and it is more so them learning about birds instead
Earning
of
their badges.
Yeah, earning their badges.
Is that what it was?
Well, they talked a lot about Kevin. They're like,
of course.
Oh, that bird's like our friend Kevin, and it was a little too cringy. I just enjoy seeing the birds.
The amount of times that I heard people be like, "Oh my God, there he is!" I was like, "Kevin's not a dude.
It's a girl."
Kevin's a girl.
But yeah, I thought the old bird show was just better because I enjoyed just seeing the birds and what they can do.
Yeah,
which they still did that in this one. But they just made it... They dragged it out a little longer to deal with the Russell and Doug.
Sure. So I think for Festival of the Lion King, we can both unanimously agree that it's a 2.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's a 5 for sure. It's easily one of the best shows in the entire Walt
really
Disney
good.
World Resort. It's fantastic.
What to you makes it so great?
Say it again?
What to you makes it so great?
Just the fact that they're singing live and
Yeah.
the amount of energy that they put into the show. Like, every single time they perform it, to me, it looks like it's the first time they've ever done it. I mean, not in the sense that they're new and they're not good at what they're doing. Like, they have the passion as if it's the first time they've ever done it.
They have the energy of it. That's like the only time they've done it all day, and which isn't true. They do it so many times.
It's crazy to me that they do so many shows a day because they never, ever, ever look burnt out.
Mm-mm.
So
I was a little disappointed because our family's been there so much. We recognize like the main king dude.
The main king dude is an actual sentence that you just said in this podcast.
That's how I described the leader of the group.
The main king dude.
But so it was a new person. So I didn't think his singing was as good as the guys we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was still enjoyable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The monkey trapeze.
They're so good.
Are really fun to watch.
Yeah, they're so good. So, Now, outside of Festival of the Lion King, they have the African performers that do like Waka Waka by Shakira. Like they just perform live music and do like little street shows. I gave them a 5.
Wow.
They're fantastic.
See, I gave it a 2 because I said it's not really a must do. I think it's just good background.
Okay, how about
music.
this? A 4 because it's a must do if you're in the area.
Okay.
Because
I think it's nice to just have them in the background.
Yeah, they add to the atmosphere. Okay, so then they have I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's an actual name for it. But the macaws that'll like fly at you at the Tree of Life. I give it a 2.
It's just up at the front. You gave it a 2?
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.
You gave the birds a 3, but you didn't give the African performers.
Yeah, I gave them a 2.
Well, I just want to let you know that you're incorrect with that rating, but that's all right.
Why am I incorrect?
Because the birds fly in and fly out. The African performers play music, dance, sing, and entertain, and the birds flap their wings and then flap home. It's a cool show, but I mean, it's nothing that like, I don't know, it's nothing that compares to the performers over in Africa.
All right, that's fair.
Okay, well,
agree to disagree.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. So, anyway, after Phil's wrong opinion, we'll go on to Rivers of Light. I gave it a 1.
I gave it a solid 2.
Solid 2. I just gave it a 1 because I just think it's boring. That's about it.
I said 2 because it's not like... I probably gave it a 2 over a 1 because they updated it and added Disney stuff.
Well, I haven't seen the new one yet, so...
But it's really bad that if you're going to be projecting onto water, you got to make sure everyone that's watching can see it. Especially if you're going to have seating, like specific seating to watch the show, the people at least in the seats should be able to see the projections.
You would think that'd be an important part of planning.
But where we were sitting, you couldn't even really see it.
Right.
So that was kind of frustrating.
That is frustrating. Well, I guess that wraps up our list.
Well, so. What park do you overall has the best shows?
I guess probably the Magic Kingdom. I don't know.
Yeah, they got a lot of classics, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Happily Ever After is probably that or Fantasmic is the best show to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So what would you say that those two are your favorites out of all of them?
Yeah, those are the two tops.
Without Nighttime Spectaculars, what is your favorite?
The Festival of the Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably agree on that. Maybe Tiki Room.
Oh my
I'm just kidding.
Get out of here with that.
I'm just kidding.
Let us know what you guys like for the shows. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think the birds that fly in front of the Tree of Life should be number 5? Should the Tiki Room be number 1? Who knows? I guess only you do. So just let us know. Do you want to give us a follow on social media? You can do that at Cast Conversations on Instagram or at Cast Convo on Twitter. Be sure to like our page or else Phil will be really upset and he will...
What am I going to do, Jeremy? What am I going to do?
He will be...
Jeremy will drink pickle juice if you don't want it.
Yeah, I'll drink a whole... No, I just can't do that. Pickles are the only food that make me actually gag. So that'll just not be happening. But thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And Phil, say bye to them.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.